So imagine stepping out your front door in a bustling modern city and just walking until the concrete dissolves into this leafy medieval time machine.
Yeah, like a complete physical transition that you're doing entirely on foot.
Exactly. Welcome to today's deep dive. We are unpacking a roughly 64-kilometer circular mountain trek that delivers exactly that experience.
It really does.
And we're pulling from two sources today. We have a brand new hiking guide alongside this strict new geographic nomenclature mandate for the region.
Right, because we're mapping an expedition across the mountain that basically serves as the lungs of Croatia's capital, Zagreb. And per that mandate, we want to respect the local pronunciations. So it's Medvednica, pronounced Medvednica.
Medvednica. Got it. And the guide is super clear that to truly feel the shift, you can't just, drive to a trailhead.
No, absolutely.
You have to physically walk out of the urban center. Like starting right at a park in the Tukanak neighborhood called the Green Horseshoe.
Yeah, and leaving all that Austro-Hungarian architecture behind, you start this 15-kilometer ascent. You get on the Leustek trail, it's actually engineered for a really gradual, steady climb.
Right, through those massive oak and beech forests.
Exactly, all the way up to the main peak,
Sljeme,
which is pronounced S-L-E-H-M-E, and that sits at 1,073 meters.
And the guide includes this unbelievable hiker up there, that image of a single figure, literally above a sea of clouds, just looking back at the city spire.
It's a gorgeous shot.
It really is. But it makes me wonder about the sensory transition, Does the urban noise just instantly vanish, or is it more of a slow fade as you start smelling the grasa skabasika?
Right, the bean and sausage soup.
Right, like does it just waft down from the Punta Jarka hut?
It's definitely a slow fade. It acts kind of like a geographical palate cleanser. I mean, you don't just teleport out of the city.
You have to earn it.
You earn that separation step by step. The elevation gain just slowly filters out the urban chaos until you're completely immersed in these rugged limestone ridges.
But ascending is really only half the story, right? Because the geography forces this total environmental shift the second you walk past the TV tower at the summit.
Oh, completely. The ridge acts like a massive weather and soundproof wall. So when you drop down the northern face for day 2,
you lose that Mediterranean-leaning climate.
Exactly. It's shielded from the southern winds, so it catches totally different weather patterns. It's significantly steeper, far wetter, and just entirely secluded.
So you're plunging into the Zagorje countryside. And the destination for day 2 is
Stubičke Toplice,
or Bitch Toplice, which the guide notes has Roman-era thermal baths.
Which sounds amazing after that climb.
Oh, for sure. You get these medicinal pools, and then you wander through vineyards toward Kraljev Vrh. But looking at the route, I have to ask about the pacing.
Uh-oh, what about it?
Well, day 2 is basically a gentle spa day in the hills. But day 3 is a brutal 25-kilometer climb all the way back. I mean, why structure a trek so the longest, hardest physical challenge is on the final day when your legs are just totally burned out?
Because that contrast is highly intentional. The northern slopes kind of lull you into this agrarian, relaxed state, right? You've forgotten the city entirely.
Sure.
So that demanding 25-kilometer return forces you to basically conquer the mountain a second time. You're scaling the steep northern ridges, crossing back through the Stone Gate area, and passing the medieval fortress of Medvedgrad.
So instead of a leisurely stroll back, it's like a physical endurance test against the geography.
That is the entire point. By the time you navigate past those silent medieval fortress walls and descend back into Tukanak, your psychological relationship with the city has fundamentally changed.
Wow, yeah. You didn't just visit the woods.
No, you traversed a barrier, survived its extremes, and marched back into civilization.
You really earned that skyline. It's a literal vertical odyssey, dragging yourself from urban comfort down into hidden valleys and then physically hauling yourself back out.
It really just demonstrates that the absolute best way to understand a modern city might be to leave it behind entirely on foot and let the bordering wilderness give you some necessary context.
So to leave you with a thought today, if you stepped out your front door right now and spent 3 days walking out of your own city and back relying entirely on your own 2 feet, how would your perspective on your everyday skyline change? Would it still just look like concrete and glass, or would you finally feel the deep ancient geography it was actually built on?